boy Shunt and your boy Redacted.
What's going on? Catch us on Wild on Mofo, Real Dumbshit and Redacted Shunt for the Twitter. On YouTube and on Facebook is Official Wylon. Instagram is Wylon Official and Mixcloud is Wylon RDS for all that dumb shit.
It's the Kevin and Perrier podcast then. My name is Redacted and his name is
Shunt.
What's happening?
All I want to do is do it, brother.
Do it, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, so what's this week's dumb shit? What's on the dumb agenda?
Before that.
Okay, always before that.
What?
Just say.
What?
Why did you just say, like, at the beginning of the show, listen, I've got some shit to say, this is what I'm going to do. And then I'll say, what's the dumb shit? It's easier for everybody involved if that's the case. If it's the case that you want me to do something, like, you know, introduce the show, blah, blah, blah. Or if you want me to, you know, just wait until you say your bit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fuck it. It's fine. Story of my life. Okay, so before that, what's up?
I have a proposal to make.
Whoa. Calm down. What's going on, mate?
So, you know, back in the day.
Back in the day when I was young and not a kid anymore, but some days I say I wish I was a kid again.
Very related.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Kind of.
So, like, remember when gangster rap was a thing?
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
But now, you know, like, you get a little bit older, your perspective and your priorities change.
Yeah.
So, I want dad rap to be a thing.
Dad rap.
See, I said this to someone else earlier this week, and I got the same kind of facial expression.
You know what it is, right? Dad rap is what Jay-Z's doing, right? In that whole, that 4-1 whatever numerical bullshit. That one, he is literally, you know, rapping about being a dad. Even with the Carters is more about a family affair or a professional family affair. So that is what dad rap technically aspires to be. But I mean, like, so what are you talking about? So in regards to dad rap, though, you have to set the parameters like very clearly. Yeah. Are we talking about dad rap problems, as in problems that dads face?
Yeah.
Or shit that surrounds the dad and the dad thinking about the whole environment that the dad's in?
Also, yeah.
It can work. I mean, but then it all depends. It's not to do with the subject matter. It's to do with the content, the flow, and can you bop your head to it. Most of the time, you can't bop your head when somebody's bitching about their problems. I mean, other than gangster rap, I mean, that's the reason why gangster rap works. It's because it's like, so far removed from what your shit is.
Already this week.
Yeah.
And it's like, but like, my friend was saying, no one wants to hear people bitching about their problems. And it's like, that's 90% of rap.
Well, it's 90% of gangster rap, you know. I mean, like, it's a little bit more dark, a little bit more fucked up. But I think the idea behind it is that you're rapping about... How can I put it? You're rapping about shit that's so bad that nobody else is going to really experience it. So, for example, me going down to the shops with 2 kids is the worst thing in the world, right? As a dad, right? You know, like, especially if they're of a young age, right?
Yeah.
And they're not paying attention to what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm not experiencing getting shot 5 times, but I can still bob my head to it.
No, but the main reason why is because you're thinking, well, that fucker is going through a lot more shit than me, takes me off my problems. That's the argument, anyway. That's the argument.
And you can't say that with the dad rap.
I don't know. I mean, are we talking extreme dads? Like, what's the hierarchy? What is the benchmark of dad rap? Because that technically, Eminem, what he did was technically dad rap. In fact, from album 1 to his most recent, that's dad rap.
Yes.
That is what dad rap is, or young dad rap, should I say?
Yes.
But it's, I don't know. There's relatable problems, but it still has to be entertaining. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Obviously, you know, do it in an entertaining way. I was thinking, like, someone like an Ice Cube could pull it off.
Who?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube stopped doing dad raps a while ago.
He never did a dad rap.
Yeah, because we assumed that he was a hardcore motherfucking gangster. I don't play. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come around my door. Like, if he was rapping as the character from 21 Jump Street when that guy's trying to fuck his daughter.
He probably is. It's probably on the soundtrack. Like, you just check it out. He probably is on there. I reckon. You get it's not over 21 Jump Street, it's 22.
It's 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, you get a soundtrack of 22 Jump Street, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some gangster rap shit on there about him trying to fuck his daughter and how it is. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have missed the opportunity.
Of course they would. Of course they would.
So what we're talking angry dad rap, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
See, my whole thing is I reckon there should be a market for. I mean, to be fair, I think single baby mothers, there should be a rap niche for that area there. But then I'm worried about the whole... Because it's all about female empowerment and all that stuff, and, you know, they go through shit, or the shit.
We already know and hear about that.
But it's a case
There's
of...
no love for the dads.
Yeah. Well, I get that. But then you have to... It all depends on the character of the dad and what the dad's doing. So if the dad's raising the kid by himself, single parent dad, we're talking like full blown in, mum's a piece of shit, you know, whatever. He's doing everything. His family's doing everything. He's doing the whole, you know, support, the structure for his kids, whether male or female. He's doing his thing, right? Mm. You could probably rap about that. But if you're the deadbeat dad, oh, fuck no. Oh God, deadbeat dad or deadbeat mum, you can't do it.
So far to the extreme.
No, but this is the whole entire thing. It's like, yeah, I don't pay my kids shit. You know, that's gangster as hell. But bruv, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Support your kids. You know, pay for their dreams. Do something with your life, sir. See, it's weird. It's because like if you had that as part of a culture or part of a lifestyle, like, my baby mother ain't getting shit, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It can be funny.
Yeah. Because
obviously it's like, this is so ridiculous. You can't be serious. Or you could have the worst effect, which is basically, this guy's got the right idea. He's going to be my role model. I'm going to be more like him.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
But fuck it. You know what I mean? If it makes you money, who cares how many families you destroy? I don't care about any other family apart from my own. If I was getting bank, like we're talking like meals, like for example, your shit just blew up, right? Just imagine that. And you're talking about not paying your kids shit, and you're a single guy, and you ain't got no kids. Fucking winning, bruv. Fucking winning. Winning.
It's kind of messed up.
Bruv, it's the world we live in.
It's kind of messed up.
But that's only if it makes money. I mean, like, I don't know what the niche is. Like, you know, possibly it could work. Possibly.
You just need a couple of bangers. Like, you know, most people don't listen to lyrics anyway.
They should.
Hell yeah, they should.
I mean, especially if you're aiming for dads. I mean, I don't know who you'd be targeting, like, doing dad rap. Would you be targeting speaking to kids as a dad? Or it's such a broad subject.
Both.
It's a broad subject.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Both.
Man's not going gym, you know, like, I don't know, bro. It can work. It's got its little bits, but like it's like Afro Man, Cause I Got High. Yeah. I suppose that kind of puts it in a nutshell. That is the pinnacle of dad rap outside the Eminem factor.
That's not dad rap.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Nah.
I was going to do this, I was going to do that, but I got high.
Nah, he's just a bum. Like, he was not a dad.
Yeah, I think he might have been.
He just wanted to get high. He just didn't want to do anything.
Fine. Alright, so stoner rap, gangster rap,
dad rap.
Preppy rap, dad rap. Yeah. It could work. I mean, like, so when are you coming out? What album?
Come Around My Daughter. That's going to be the first single. Bitch, Get Out of My Wallet.
Oh. But that one, it can stretch over different parts of it.
Yeah.
So like, you know, bitch, get out of my wallet. I can more relate to that one.
Yeah.
As a sort of like, you know, bachelor, which I am.
Yeah.
By choice, I keep saying. But yeah, bachelor. But yeah, in regards to sort of like, bitch, get out of my wallet. Yeah, makes sense.
Teachers be hot these days.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to beat my kids. That's probably
yeah.
Or hit them upside the head.
Yeah.
That'd
be the party track.
Yeah, hit them upside the head. That's like a banger right there. And just be like, you know, I told you to go to bed half an hour ago. I'm gonna hit you. I warned you. Along them lines.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I probably have to think of some form of witty banter.
Yeah,
to twist on it.
You could go into a few scenarios. Be like, told you to go to bed. Told you to clean up your room. Do your damn chores. Don't disrespect your mum. Like,
don't put that shit in the trolley.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, public beatings are more of a je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean?
That's
like
when your kids know you're serious, because they'll push it in public. Because they think that you won't hit them.
Hey, you're a bitch. Like, fuck you. Well, I'll do what I want. You know, that sort of bullshit, yeah. Yeah, so
that's when they know you're serious, when you will just smack them upside the head in the middle of the
or even better than that, hit them with the trolley, bruv. That would be a banger. That would be a banger. When you're talking about just hitting your kid on the sly, innit? Like, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Hitting your kid on the sly in public, bruv. I reckon
I seen some
that's a new sport, bruv.
I've seen some parents, they like to pinch.
Pinch, ooh.
Yeah, if they think no one's looking, just pinch the shit out of their kids.
That is brutal, bro. Or I know some people that have started to hit with the chubby part of their hand, you know, like
a chop.
Yeah, it's like a chop, bro, because it doesn't make any sound, innit? It knocks the sound out of them, but you know, it doesn't make a slap sound, because usually the beat used to be like,
and everyone looks around.
Exactly.
And the child's crying, and everyone knows what happened.
Yeah, I mean, if you chop them with the chubby part of your hand, bruv, they go down. I might
have to try that one. I might have to try that one.
The fleshy part, bruv. Not the side where your thumb is. The outside. I've seen a couple people like chop their kids, bruv. Chop them. And so it's bad as well, because like they cry and they say shh. And the worst thing about it is that they shush because no one knows their pain. So dark. So dark.
Oh, what about my side piece just moved in next door?
Oh, depends how gangster your dad rapping is. Or next door neighbour wants to come over.
Yeah.
That's more of a dad rap sort of, like, that's angst.
Yeah.
You could play it off as some form of like love triangle. Definitely. It could work. I reckon. In small doses though. I don't think I can listen to like 4 albums or 2 different artists that do dad rap. I think. Not at my age. Like getting like into the mid-30s, so it's like
What if they're on like different gradients? So like one is very like, I don't know, not wholesome, but like
Will Smith.
I mean, like,
that Will Smith dad rap is dead.
Not quite Will Smith, but like, you know, in that kind of direction. And another one's more of the gangster dad rap.
Or about hitting your kids, beating your kids, bitch ain't getting money, that stuff. Yeah, could work. But I mean, the subject matter will just literally be what, the kids, right?
The kids, wife, girlfriend on the side, trying to...
Dog? Maybe the dog?
Maybe.
Dog keeps pissing everywhere.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be...
I'm only happy to see the dog. That's always... That's a dark one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the dog's only happy to see me.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's happy to see me, yeah.
I only work late because I don't want to go home.
I turn the light off so I don't have to see your face.
I only fuck you from behind.
Oof. And then you could do some cute ones like date night, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to be all negative, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to hear about some horrendous dad stuff, you know. I want to hear about relationships that work as well, you know. So, like, you know, the big piece of chicken, that's always a good rapping standpoint. You know, I work hard, she knows what she's getting. That's the reason why I get in, and I get the big piece of chicken. See?
Exactly.
Phonetic.
I'm talking about.
Phonetic, bro.
Some dad rap.
Could work. Yeah, anyway, back onto the dumb shit. Oh, God. I think we chatted around about 10 minutes about dad rap. That's weird.
Speaking of dad rap.
Damn.
So, they want to do a remake of Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon.
See, I heard about this as well.
It's the Deadpool 2 director.
Well, to be fair, the premise is good. Like, you know, but then it's like...
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, and you don't have to try and remake it exactly, like if you modern it up. Just like kind of... Because it's basically kind of like a spy movie. Yeah.
I mean, more or less action than spy. Yeah. But this is the thing, like...
But he was undercover. Like, he was undercover in the tournament, innit? So, if you do something like that, but kind of more modern...
Yeah.
It probably would still be a piece of shit, to be honest.
Nah, I mean, like, they could call it something else.
Because I was thinking if you, like... Maybe, like, if you had, like, a MMA... But, like, that'd be garbage.
I mean, don't get twisted. I mean, like, apart from Bruce Lee, that whole film was garbage anyway. Let's just be... Like, from a plot narrative point of view. I'm talking about plot-wise. It's a piece of garbage. Nothing made sense. But then no film that had that much action in it made sense. It's all about what happens in the film action-wise. Rebooting it, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea. I mean, it depends on what sort of, like, levels they go. I mean, like, obviously, you could develop out the characters, you could flesh them out a bit. You could give them motives. Because technically none of them had any motives other than Bruce Lee's going there and like he's undercover.
Well, most of them were just in the tournament.
That's it. They're just fighting. That's all they were there for. Is a rug.
And the villain was a drug lord, drug dealer.
I don't think it was a drug dealer. He just had a claw and he
selling drugs.
Opium, innit? He's selling it. Was he selling opium?
Opium's drugs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like it wasn't gangster, if that makes sense. Like he didn't. I mean, obviously the guy was like feminine as shit in it. So, but then saying that, like, if you take it from a sort of like concept point of view, you know, a martial artist, somebody who's going through a tournament,
yeah.
Then you have more sort of about the shadiness of the tournament. You know, kind of flesh out the characters more like. Was it a Lionheart sort of thing? But then that's what Lionheart is. Lionheart is a fleshed out version of Bloodsport, if that makes sense. So, and yeah, so it's like one of those ones where you can do these sort of films with a better story and all that madness, but in regards to a reboot of Enter the Dragon, I feel it's not exactly wholly unnecessary. It's just call it just call it something else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have the same characters, same universe. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really reboot that whole thing because it's one of a kind madness. You know what I mean? I mean, fair enough. Game of Death, you can argue more. Game of Death, I would say you could do more of a reboot because, you know, it's about a game of death or a death tournament and man fights like all different sorts of people and you can work that in. But Enter the Dragon, what are they going to do? Just like recreate frame by frame the nunchuck scene and all that stuff? And
nah, I think they'll just do something completely different.
That's what I'm saying. Just call it something different then. You know what I mean? You can have... There's more enough like room. I mean, like you can have something that's similar and it's based on the same island. Just call it something different. Return to the Dragon, or I don't even know why Enter the Dragon was even like the name for that title. It had nothing to do with dragons.
When he the dragon, he entered the tournament.
Yeah, but it's Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. Entered the tournament. He was the dragon.
Yeah, but they should just call it Enter the Tournament.
That don't make any sense.
Neither does Enter the Dragon.
Of course it does.
No. That's weird. Anyway, carry on. Next one.
Speaking of reboots, Buffy.
Yeah. It's gonna happen, isn't it? So, I don't know. I mean, it's meant to be casting a black lady. That's kind of cool. Although I don't know that many black people called Buffy. Because the original sort of...
How many white people do you know called Buffy?
I don't know anyone called Buffy.
Exactly.
So, but then the whole entire ideology of Buffy back in the day was her being a cutesy cheerleader sort of thing, being innocent and weak, as it were, and then being this kick-ass sort of vampire slayer in the nighttime. So, in regards to the new sort of like lady character, I don't know what sort of demographic or group that they're going to compile her with, but I don't see it having the same appeal because she's not going to be deemed as weaker. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, because in society, in regards to sort of like if a black woman and a white woman were confronted with a thug or something like that, you're more likely to believe that the black woman can handle herself more than the white lady, even though they might be the same build, same age, same naivete, whatever. Like, you'd expect the black girl to do better than the white girl. I mean, from a stereotype point of view.
Yeah.
So, in regards to her as a protagonist, I mean, fair enough, she's fighting vampires, but, you know what I mean, I don't see the threat level, you know what I mean? Which is shallow, but it's true. I don't see the threat level against her, because the idea of Buffy being so cool is that she's meant to be vulnerable, and she's not. But then, if she's meant to be... I mean, I suppose they could invert it.
You don't think about that after, like, the first episode, or, like, the first 20 minutes of the film, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that's,
no, but I mean,
such a big...
It's only because it's
it's
only because it's a reboot, and I've seen so many versions of Buffy, and it's always been a blonde girl. I'm not saying that this diversity thing.
You've seen two.
I've seen two blonde girls, yeah. But I mean, those are the only versions of Buffy that I've seen. But the only reason why I reckon that works more is because of the vulnerability factor. I'm not saying that she is vulnerable, because obviously Buffy's far from vulnerable. But in regards to selling the gimmick, as it were, I don't think...
Yeah, but this is a reboot. They're not remaking Buffy, they're rebooting it. So, like, it could be, and most likely will be, just, like, after the events of, you know, whatever the last season was, 10 or 11 or whatever. It's not going to be, like, back to square one where...
Oh, okay.
You know, you have to...
No, but that's what I'm saying. Sarah Michelle Gellar isn't Buffy anymore. So, why call it Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Just because that's what the franchise is called.
Because if it's they're introducing this new Slayer and her name's not Buffy.
Yeah, but they can't call it, like, Elizabeth the Vampire Slayer or whatever the fuck her name's going to be. Like,
yeah, you can.
It's
just the name of the show, isn't it? It's the name of the show. I mean, fair enough. If Buffy does make a comeback, or she's seen as a sort of like...
Maybe she'd be like a mentor.
Yeah, that kind of makes more
sense. Maybe she'll be like helping to train her. Maybe she's the new Watcher.
Or maybe they should just call it the Slayer rather than Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, but people are not going to recognise what that is.
I suppose. Because wasn't it just called Buffy at one point? Because you had Angel and then you had Buffy. Pretty sure they renamed it to it.
No, it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, if it's a reboot, i.e., like a sort of like resurgence with all the same characters, and you've got the girl Willow, and you've got all these other ones, Xander, and all that stuff in the background.
I don't think you'd have all of them in it.
Of course you won't. You probably have Charisma Carpenter, because she hasn't done anything since.
She was an angel.
That's what I'm saying. She hasn't done anything since.
She's done stuff.
Ever since that vampire bubble popped, she ain't done shit, bro.
She's done stuff.
I think she done Bones. She was in Bones.
Everyone was in Bones.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Everyone that was in Buffy was in Bones. Terrible stuff, bro. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, if it's a reboot or restart or whatever, it could work.
Yeah.
Could work. I mean, it wasn't the worst series in the world, but yeah. It's only if there's a couple characters like lingering around. Yeah. I reckon it'll be worth watching. That's the other dumb shit.
Speaking of reboots,
nice.
Frasier.
Oh, see, that's.
They want to reboot Frasier.
Well, I love the originals, so. Wasn't there another? There's a spin-off from Frasier, wasn't there? It wasn't good. No, they were looking to do Niles, innit? They were looking to do Niles at one point.
Were they?
Yeah. And, yeah. I don't know, I mean, so what, has he got, like, obviously his dad's died.
Yeah.
So, has he got, like,
I think, well, it's in the really, really early stages, so they're just kicking around ideas. So, like, he is most likely going to be in a different city.
Probably doing a podcast.
Maybe. Maybe.
More than likely. I mean, it depends. I mean, my whole thing about Frasier is that it kind of captured what the 90s was about. Because you had Cheers, which is obviously like, you know, what the 80s was about. And then Frasier sort of emerged from that, as it were. And then, yeah, it kind of like, it had the nuance about it. You know, scrambled eggs, obviously being one of his favourite things. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Was it tossed salad and scrambled eggs?
Yeah, that was in the song, but I don't know if that was one of his favourite things.
Well, toast sweat. I know toast sweat was one of the main things.
Toast sweat.
Yeah, you know when you leave the
I
piece
know
of
what
bread.
toast sweat is.
Yeah, but that was the thing.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a thing from Frasier. It was a bit. It's about, you know, it's like when you leave the toast on the side, and it sweats.
Yeah.
Then like Frasier was sort of like having a go at Niles because he's leaving the toast on the side, and then his dad chimes in and said, "Yeah, toast sweat." You know, when the thing, you know, sweats and it's toast.
Yeah, but what's his beef?
It's like, don't do it. Don't be a dick. That was the whole purpose of it, wasn't it? And you didn't realise that he was being a dick because he's Niles. So.
Niles is a germaphobe, but I don't think he would have just left his toast on the side.
Oh yeah, he is. Because he was Maris. Was it Paris? Maris, yeah. He was having a beef with her, and he just didn't care. He was like rebelling. He's mad.
I think you rebel against your own germophobia.
Oh, he just didn't want to. Yeah, I think his thing was like he was fed up of being a victim or something like that.
Maybe. Speaking of reboots,
why?
We should just call this episode Reboot.
Reboot. Remember that friggin' show Reboot?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels, directed by Elizabeth Banks, starring fucking Christian Stewart.
Who's Christian Stewart?
Fucking Twilight Woman.
Oh, it's not as bad as Drew Barrymore, I guess.
She's worse. We've seen her face. Like, she's got such a dour, slapped with a fucking fish face that it just
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kirsten Stewart isn't the worst person in the world to be in Charlie's Angels.
She is. Name one person worse. One person.
Farrah Fawcett. I'm joking. That she was amazing. Compared to everybody, I mean, it depends what they want to do with the damn thing. If it's because the last one, it was meant to be like an action film, right? And it kind of, I mean, the only thing I remember about it is
any version of it being like an action film.
No, not necessarily. It was meant to be like a spy. I mean, I remember the TV series being like a spy, and they were going like undercover and all that stuff.
But there was action in it.
Yeah, just not as much as the damn film. You know, they weren't
Well,
flowing
obviously
wires.
not. Like the film is 2 hours. The series was like an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour each friggin' episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't think Charlie's Angels is worth anything at the moment. I don't know why they're trying to reboot it. There's so many better shows that they could probably reboot. You know, like reboot for one. They've got the technology. I believe they can rebuild it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's a weird one. I mean, in theory, I get it. You know, they want to keep it in popular culture and keep it as a reference.
I get it, but not with Kristen Stewart.
But okay, so which three ladies of
Any three, any other three.
I mean,
anyone that has an expressive face.
So anyone from Ocean's 8, sort of thing.
Yeah, why not?
Makes
Why
sense.
not?
I mean, holler at Aquafina. I think she's looking for work.
I don't know who that is.
She's like the rapper that's in Ocean's 8. She's a Chinese lady, Oriental lady.
Is she a rapper?
Yeah, she raps. Yeah, Aquafina. Not very well. Not very well. Don't get excited.
So she's not a rapper.
She is. I mean, female rap is weird anyway. So it's like
Sexist.
Huh?
Sexist.
No, it's just fact. I mean, if you think of it in like percentages, there's like 9 out of 10 female rappers are rubbish. The one out of 10 rappers that we hear are the best out of the bunch. You never hear like a whack female rapper, but you hear a load of whack male rappers. The only reason why is because I think they just don't stop.
Maybe.
As female rappers, I feel like they get shame and stop.
Maybe. But yeah, it's what's her face and one of the girls from
Ghostbusters.
No, Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Give it to another generation. But yeah, Kirsten
Yeah,
Stewart.
but not
Kristen Stewart, yeah.
No.
It's a bad choice. I think they're just looking for star power at the moment.
Bad dog. She doesn't even have star power. Like, no one gives a shit about what she's in. She was in Twilight.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the last thing people gave a fuck about her in. And it was only because it was Twilight. It wasn't because it was her.
Yeah. I suppose. Fair point. Alright, next one. Let's move on.
Talking about things that people don't want.
Mm-hmm.
I am Paul Walker.
I am Paul Walker.
Yeah.
I am Iron Man.
No, Paul Walker.
I am Iron Man.
He's
I am
not-
Batman.
He's not Paul. He's dead.
Okay.
So he can't be Batman or Iron Man. It's a documentary about Paul Walker.
So he's only in like one film.
That's what I'm saying. Who's asking for this?
I-
Who is
By all
who's
means,
asking for this?
is Death was
The only
tragic.
people I watched the trailer, and clearly the only people who asked for this is his family because they're the only people in the trailer.
Well, let them make money, innit? If that's what they're doing it for, let them make money.
They shouldn't get paid for a documentary
They will.
unless they made the documentary, but they shouldn't be paid for being in it.
Yeah, but it's their rights, innit? They give.
They're not acting.
rights. Maybe they are. Maybe they hated him.
I don't care for this film.
Yeah, neither do I.
I won't be.
I don't care for documentaries. I keep telling you to stop bringing documentaries to the table.
Oh yeah.
It's like pointless.
Well, actually, you didn't say that. You just said that I was changing the form.
No, you're going off
Talking
brand.
about-
You're
yeah.
going off brand, bro. Yeah, documentaries. We're not.
Why is that off brand? Documentaries are films.
No, film documentaries are off brand. Like, they're not entertaining. They're just there to inform.
And this is a documentary about an actor. This is very on brand. This is so on brand.
You are so.
This is the most
You're
on
like
brand thing.
you're
I've
like
ever
on a
talked
sponge on thin ice. You're like you're a sponge on thin ice right now, bro.
about. This is the most on brand thing I've ever said.
Fine. I am Paul Walker. I guess some people will watch it. I'm not gonna watch it though.
I don't even why. Just why?
It's just because people have like
Morbid curiosity.
morbid curiosity and mortgages to pay. Like,
No,
it's
but
obviously
like-
a money
no, but-
grab. It's a money grab.
No,
innit?
I can understand why they'd want to be in it, but why would anyone want to watch it?
It's just going to depress the shit out of you.
Like, does anyone love Fast and Furious that much that they want to see a documentary about Paul Walker?
Wasn't he? Yeah, this is it.
And the weird
Like,
thing about it is, in the trailer, like, all it is his family talking about how, he wished he could just go and live in the fucking countryside and live with horses or live in the wilderness or whatever, or be a park ranger and get paid $28,000 a year or whatever.
So they
like,
made
he
it
could have
extra
done
sad.
that. Like, he could have done that. There's no... What was stopping him?
Nothing. He's a white male in America, bro. There's nothing
What the fuck was
stopping
stopping him from stopping acting and go living in the bush like he wanted to?
Oh, the car accident. That's
Before that, pre the car accident. If he did his so-called what he wanted to and went and go live in
but this whole entire thing, it wasn't what he wanted to do. He wanted to drive cars. He wanted to, live a life of, excitement. That's the reason why he died how he died. It wasn't a case of... I think this is the family sort of like trying to say, oh, this is how I really wanted to live. And it's kind of sad because it means that the family never knew him.
It just sounds so harsh.
But it's true though, I mean, like, because you could tell a lot by how somebody dies and the reactions by the family. Like, fair enough, like, there might have been elements and little points of his life that, they were more privy to, and he's acted a certain way, because you act a certain way when you're around your family anyway. You're not doing, 4 grams of cocaine that you would usually do a day in front of your mum, are you?
Allegedly.
Well, allegedly. So it's like, it's one of those ones where it's alleged. So, you're not going to be coked out, you're not going to be ketted out, you're not going to be on these drugs and all that shit in front of your mum. So your mum's thinking, whatever you're saying. And at the end of the day, you probably got a guilty sort of like conscious about whatever you've been doing, whether, you sleep with hookers or whatever. Allegedly. And, him not sharing that, as it were. So it's like one of those ones where, I don't know. I think it's good that they're venting it out. It ain't gonna make that much money though, so it is what it is. It'll just fizzle out. But I mean, like, in regards to like his memory, I don't think it will harm it as such. I don't think it'll increase anybody's sort of like interest in it. But it's like one of those pointless exercises. It's like a fire drill at friggin' 4 PM as you're finishing work.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Just about to leave, then the fire alarm goes off. That's what this is film-wise. So you literally just got to hang around for half an hour and you're just going to fuck off.
Yes. Probably longer than half an hour.
Yeah. And then nobody knows where the fucking whistles are, and apparently they need whistles.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Speaking of DC movies.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Lobo's going to be on Krypton.
In Krypton?
Yeah.
As in the TV show?
Yeah.
It's a bit left field. Weren't you meant to be getting a fucking film?
No.
Yeah, at one point he was meant to be
At one point with the fucking DC, everything was supposed to be getting a film. Everything.
I don't know. I mean, like, will he add to Krypton? I haven't been watching it, so
maybe. Apparently, it's really good. So I need to check it out. I need to jump on.
Okay, we will do.
See what's going on, because like,
is it on Netflix? Is it on Netflix or is it on like? Because it's on Sci-Fi in the US, right?
Yeah.
So on the UK, is it on Netflix or is it on Amazon?
I'm not currently sure. I'd have to do some digging and find out where I can watch it. But when I can watch it, I will watch it. I think it's on. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking it was on. What do you call it? Now TV, but I'm not sure. Not sure, but I will find out and I will check it out. And
it's not on Prime. It's not on Prime.
I have to see some Lobo action.
Crypto the Superdog is though.
Wants to see that.
Apparently that was meant to be being made into a film.
Everything was supposed to be made into a film. Everything. No one wants to see any of them things.
Have you seen that Russian film, The Guardians?
The Guardians?
Yeah, it's like they've got Bear Man. A man that turns into a bear. Maybe it's like a big hype.
No, I don't think I saw that.
Oh, well, I can give you the synopsis. During World War II, Sir Joseph Stalin receives intelligence reports on top-secret genetic experiments performed by Nazi doctors who are trying to create a super soldier, as they do. It's reported that the German doctors carried out the experiments in the territories of Germany occupied during the war, France, Spain, Poland, and USSR. And that's the synopsis, bruv.
Oh wow, that's where it finishes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's the only complaint on Prime that they have is brilliant, fantastic, but oh dreadful subtitles.
Okay.
Solid superhero tale from the doer side.
That's weird.
I know. Why would you say that? Worth the change. How many? You've seen how? How's actually spelled H-O-E, so it gives you the aspect of what this review is about. Many Marvel DC Marvel DC movies over the last 10 years. Time for something alternate.
Oh, fuck off.
This is a team of Russian experimental subjects with a range of superpowers. You've seen a selection of powers before, but who doesn't want a bear with a minigun in their life? A supervillain breaks free and threatens the life and limb of Moscow. The team are being put together to stop him. The action is good, the effects are efficient, and all in all, a good way to spend 90 minutes of your time. My only issue is the subtitles. I'm not sure who did them, but they suck really badly.
That's half the film. How am I supposed to enjoy it if the subtitles suck? I can't speak Russian. I don't speak Russian. Like, you can't be telling me the film's good, but the subtitles suck.
This is it. When this gets a DVD/Blu-ray release, I hope that the person
coming out on Blu-ray.
I hope it's either dubbed (unlikely) or subtitled better.
Blu-ray unlikely.
See it if you want a change in tone. It's not a laugh out loud Marvel funny, and it's not navel grazing DC glum. It's good for a change.
I disagree. I have not seen the film.
Right.
I disagree with all of those
customer reviews. Right, I mean overall it's got 2.5, right, and I think it's mainly down to the subtitles. But yeah, 5 stars got 38, 4 star 27. 3 star 24, 2 star 27, 1 star 86. See, 86, bro.
See, I didn't even see the film. I was like, yeah, I disagree with all of those reviews.
I don't know. I mean, like,
I believe those 1-star motherfuckers.
Yeah. 1 star for the. I don't know. I mean, sometimes people 1 star for no reason.
Yeah, but not fucking 88 people.
Yeah, 86
people.
86.
86 people aren't fucking
yeah,
1 star.
You can't ignore it. You can't ignore
exactly.
that. Definitely not.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
So, next one.
I feel like watching it just so I can do my own review.
Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be the homework for next week.
Why did I say that?
It's on Amazon Prime Video. So what we're going to do is that we're going to review one video from Amazon Prime, mainly just so we can actually make some money Actually, we can't make some money. But yeah, make use of the money that we're spending on these services. We'll review one film from Netflix, maybe. No, it won't be one of those major films. It'll be a film that everyone hates and kind of sucks.
Yeah, it'll be a 2-star film.
And
2-star and below.
2-star below. In a section that
Why am I torturing myself? I didn't say that.
In a section that we will now call
torture porn.
I don't even know what to call it. Two's Company. How about that? Oh, two eyes.
Misery loves company.
Oh, my own 2 eyes. My own 2 eyes. Oh, yes.
That I plucked out with a spoon after I watched this film.
Okay. So
speaking of homework,
God,
Deadly Class is getting a TV series.
Deadly Class, is that anime?
It is a
comic.
Rick Remender comic. And the Russos are doing it, so I am fully on board.
So what's it called?
Deadly Class. So basically, if you're or whatever, like a crime family or whatever, you send your kids to this school and they learn how to be badasses.
Oh, that even just sounds amazing. That's good.
Yeah,
but I mean, have you seen?
The Russos are doing it. On board.
Have you seen Hero Academia? It's like an anime where they send all the superheroes. Well, basically, it's like a superhero high school. Yeah. That you basically it's set in a world where everybody has a quirk. So everybody has sort of like a superhuman or a weird ability, and it's sort of like a thing. Then it centers on this guy called Deku who hasn't got a quirk, and that now makes him a weirdo because he hasn't got like super heat vision or anything like that. He's just a normal guy, and he comes across this guy called All Might who has a quirk that he can transfer to people, and he's the strongest sort of like superhero. And his journey from getting the power of all one or something, all might power, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, he gets this power, and he becomes this sort of like superhero with like unlimited potential, because the way that All Might, I think it's All Might, no, All Might's the character, the power is oh god, well, basically this power anyway allows him to sort of like tap into all of the people's powers that had it before, if that makes sense. So sort of like whoever has it, and apparently All Might had a quirk, and his quirk's been added to it, and it's all stabilizers and all that stuff. So whatever Deku's got this character, this is the character that we follow. So it's very novelly done, as it were. But yeah, this one sounds like a little bit more like gritty, and I do like that. So in regards to the badass thing, it's just that they're just literally learning how to be gangsters.
I mean, not necessarily gangsters, but
or an asset to the family.
Yeah, like learn how to fuck people up and whatnot.
Yeah, it should be right. Should be cool. I recommend. So Russo's are doing it.
Yes.
And is it a film or a TV series?
TV series.
Oh, sexy stuff.
TV series.
Sexy stuff. So we got to get about 16 episodes of the Russos.
Possibly, yeah.
That's definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah. I might actually jump on the comic.
I mean, the comic is neither here or there. I mean, like,
it's no, but it's meant to be really good. Like, so I'm not doing myself a disservice by saying. But
remember what I said in the episode before, like, watch the TV or the film adaptation and then see how they fucked up.
I can't wait that long. I'm going to jump on the comic and be like, yes. And get fully gassed.
Fully gassed.
Fully gassed!
That's terrible, bro. I can't do it no more. I can't do it to myself. Yeah, man, I'm lactose intolerant. The only gas I release is like gradually after a glass of milk. So, I'm good.
Speaking of gas, Altered Carbon has a season 2.
Oh yeah.
And Anthony Mackie's gonna star in it.
Anthony Mackie is in Falcon.
Yeah. Fully gassed. I'm on board.
But I'm confused. So I'm trying to remember how the last one ended.
He gave the body back. So Altered Carbon can basically just be this guy. Just every season he's gonna have a new body and just gonna do some shit.
Yeah, okay.
That can be interesting. That can be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
and you can get someone like you got.
And the actor has no power.
What's his name?
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. The actor in that situation,
Mackie for this one,
has no power.
Get someone else, like you're not having to try and tie in like an actor into like multiple seasons. You just get them do one good season and then you're out. That's excellent. Perfect. But
it's the worst thing in the world in regards to. I mean, fair enough. It's like Doctor Who. That's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They're trying to make this guy like a Doctor Who sort of thing. And
I guess, but I think like you can get a bigger actor than you would normally get because
your first season have them
not even just that. You just have them for one season. Like it's Netflix as well, so 13 episodes and you're out.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Mackie's not dying for work. Like he's got shit to do. Like he's.
I think he liked Altered Carbon because a lot of people did. I love that.
Why wouldn't you? It was good. Like, it was good. Why wouldn't you like it? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I fully enjoyed it.
Actually, is there any other like TV series? Actually, have you seen Final Space?
No, I haven't even heard of Final Space.
Final Space is an animated show that's on Netflix at the moment. I recommend it.
Okay.
I do recommend it. It's full on, actually. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be full on. It's made by the same people that made People of Earth, which is Conan O'Brien's company.
Okay.
So I was thinking, it's going to be funny. It's going to be a comedy. Shit gets real. Shit gets dark. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Check it out. What's it called? Final
Space.
Final Space.
Oh yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
And that's animated.
Animated. And there's another one that they've got on there called...
And People of Earth is not animated.
It's not animated. And then you've got another one called, which is made by another company, called The Hollow. The Hollow's alright. I mean, it's a bit weird. It's animation, so like they've got this weird little thing where they're doing like these semi-serious animations, which kind of work better over online applications, I think, because if you haven't got like super HD sort of like broadband capabilities, you're not going to worry about pixels and all that stuff because you're watching animation rather than a TV series, which I suppose is the cheaper way of getting out of things. But yeah. Makes sense. But yeah.
Right, these are Netflix originals.
Yeah, these are Netflix original. Well,
technically, are they real Netflix originals?
I don't think they're real Netflix originals.
So I have to check now that I know that there's fake Netflix originals.
Well, I mean, it's the UK Netflix original, if that makes sense.
I guess. Speaking of DC movies, did you ever watch Deadwood?
Deadwood, yeah. Kind of. It's weird, wasn't it?
Like it. I never saw it.
I know that Killjoy. I know that Killjoy was in it, and it was a western of some kind, and that was it. That's all I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about it?
It's getting a movie.
Okay. And is that DC?
Nah. I just said that to fuck with you.
Okay, fine. Not fine.
Yeah. He's getting a movie to wrap stuff up. So
okay, so like a season finale.
Yeah. So I guess I've also got some Deadwood to catch up on.
Yeah, they did that with Sense8, innit? Like,
yes.
People bitching and moaning about it not wrapping up, so they killed it with a movie.
Okay.
Which kind of makes more sense.
I didn't see it. I didn't see any Sense8.
But Final Space, you need to get on that, bruv.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Will do.
Especially for freaking basically, you've got until like August the 10th to get up like to speed with all your shit, because that's when everything's getting released, and it's going to be hell.
Speaking of August the 10th,
yeah,
Iron Fist season 2 is coming out on September the 7th.
Okay. Apparently, it's meant to be a lot better. I've been hearing like rumours and speculation. Mind you, it's not hard.
Yeah.
But in saying that, Iron Fist wasn't as bad as Defenders in its defence. Defenders should have... I mean, Defenders on paper, Sigourney Weaver, Elektra, all these other characters, it should have been amazing.
Yes.
But it just didn't deliver. When Luke Cage season 2 kind of got back to its like swing of things.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones season 2 started to bounce back, so it gives me a little bit more confidence about Iron Fist season 2. Then you've got Daredevil 3 and then Punisher season 2, and then you're meant to be having I think they might be doing Heroes for Hire. I'm not sure if that's going to be what the Defenders is going to be called.
I think so. I think you... I don't know, like, because a lot of these shows have been successful, it's difficult, because like originally what I was saying was like they'll do all their solo series, then like you'll have like Heroes for Hire, which will have most of them in it, and then like maybe Daredevil will just be in his own thing. But I don't know, like,
I mean,
you can do that. You can still do that, and it'll probably be really good. Because like, there's a lot of love for Colleen Wynn and Misty Knight. Like, people like those characters a lot. So, so yeah, like, it should be, it should be a thing. Like, I want to see a Heroes for Hire. That would be cool.
Definitely, it makes sense now. I mean, especially in the climate that they've got now. I mean, spoiler alert. Have you seen the end of Luke Cage?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake, bro! But the way that Luke Cage ends, is interesting. It sets things up quite nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Especially if you're familiar with, like, you know, comic lines such as sort of like, you know, Daredevil original comics, Luke Cage's, some of his original comics, and Luke Cage and the Iron Fist comics. Like, if you're into those, it's good. And they do have him like team up like during season 2 as well, which is fun.
Yeah,
it's definitely fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like you know, like a lot of Iron Fist season 1, I didn't like.
I didn't like
especially the first couple of episodes. Hated, really hated. It was really hard to get through. And like the first 2 or 3 episodes were just the same. Like, he'd turn up at a place, he'd be like, "I'm Danny Rand." He'll get kicked out of the place, and then he'll be crying about people kicking him out of places. And it's like, just be realistic. Like,
right, but technically he was meant to be dead, so that kind of makes sense. And it's really us grown man.
It makes sense that people were kicking him out of a place. It didn't make sense that he was being unreasonable about, like, why would anyone believe who you are if you're meant to be dead? And you just turn up all random, like, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm Danny Rand."
Because you just fought a fucking dragon, bruv. You thought that this is going to be the easy part of your fucking life.
Nah,
just beat up a dragon, bruv.
Just wake the fuck up. Stop being a little bitch.
Nah, man, you just beat up a dragon.
So
Let me in the building. Give me my money.
So what?
Beat up a rascal dragon.
Speaking about beating up a dragon,
okay.
Apparently, Gaza challenged Danny Dyer to a charity boxing match.
What, is he like a David Cameron fan?
I don't know.
If anything, for that reason.
No idea.
Gaza should get hit in the mouth. He should get hit in the mouth.
He's like, "Yeah, give me 12 months to get in shape, and I'll fight you." So far, Danny Dyer hasn't responded.
So who should the challenge?
Gaza.
Gaza said, "Yeah, give me 12 months and I'll kick the shit out of you."
Pretty much.
Why mention it now? Why not say, "I'm ready now"? Like, you know, do it after the 12 months.
He's not ready now.
No, I'm just saying, you train for 12 months and you say, "By the way, Danny Dyer." I mean, you're going to have an advantage. Because right now, Danny Dyer is thinking...
This is weird.
Yeah, because Danny Dyer hasn't responded, so it's like...
No, he hasn't responded yet. But, like, I don't know, he feels like now's his opportunity to issue the challenge. Like, Danny Dyer's on EastEnders, his daughter's in fucking Love Island... Like,
nobody gives a fuck about Gascoigne's daughters and all that stuff.
Maybe. Like,
it's irrelevant. He's irrelevant,
maybe.
Bro. I mean, but to be fair, Gascoigne's only been ever known for, like, crying.
If Danny Dyer...
Crying and failure of doing his job.
If Danny Dyer was...
That's cruel, but it's fine.
That is cruel.
That's fine.
If Danny Dyer was to respond, what do you think he would say?
Just hit him with a brick, mate. As I told you, fat dead die, fat hitting brick. This is it. Yeah, I mean, well, on your head then, yeah, fatty football factory, but fatty off, yeah. No. But realistically, a football hooligan, a footballer shouldn't be calling out a football hooligan. Full stop.
Not a real life football hooligan.
He portrayed, but that's what I'm saying. He portrayed one.
So what?
He's portrayed lots of gangsters as well.
It's called acting.
Yeah, but he has to come from somewhere. It has to come from somewhere, you know.
It comes from acting.
It comes from acting. But it's also part of that person. Like, I mean, like, if you put them up against each other, Gascoigne or Dyer, I'm going to pick Dyer. Only because...
Obviously, he's like 10 years younger than him.
10 years younger, freaking not an alcoholic wife-beating piece of shit. Yet. Right?
Pretty sure he's taller.
He's taller as well.
Reach.
And I'm not saying that he's more loved than Gaza, because a lot of people did love Gaza and they feel really sorry for him, but I reckon he'll fuck him up. I reckon Dyer will fuck up Gascoigne easy.
Probably. Like,
it's not even like a hesitation thing. I mean, like, fair enough, Gascoigne used to be an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Different, like, thing.
Yeah, but you're forgetting.
Yeah, he's just abusing himself with drink and drugs.
You're forgetting. He's going to take 12 months to get in shape.
12 months?
Yeah.
So, Danny Dyer can get in a bit of shape now. He could have a little, you know...
Maybe.
But he could have a little top and tussle.
Like, it might be like the tortoise and the hare kind of thing. Like, he might not bother.
He wouldn't have to. But then it could be very upsetting.
He would. Like, if Gascoigne got in amazing shape, like, then maybe Danny Dyer would need to get into some shape. Like, he's got EastEnders weight on. Like, he's not in the best shape of his life.
That's what, but then saying that Gascoigne's a dick for doing that.
He's getting big on a regular paycheck. Like, he doesn't have that starving.
Why is Gascoigne picking on Dyer? I don't know. The one time Dyer gets his shit together, right?
He's so fucking weird.
He's been through a lot of shit, right? Let's be real. Like, he's been in a lot of fucking fucked up shitty films. He's finally got a decent break with a character. I mean, fair enough, he said he'll never fucking do EastEnders. 50 Cent. That's what I'm saying. No. You said that as if it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
It's not.
It is a bad thing.
Not.
You have to stand there and pretend 50 Cent can act.
Oh, shut up, bro. He can.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
Not very well, but he can act.
Nah.
Just not very well.
Exactly.
And he can only be a bad guy. He's not really good at being a good guy.
He's not even good at being a bad guy.
It's complicated. But yeah, I mean, Danny Dyer.
It's complicated. It's real simple. Stop
Danny Dyer. Let's keep it on subject, yeah? Because I like 50. I do like 50. You know.
Not as an actor.
Yeah, as a rapper, I suppose. See, 50 Cent should be doing dad rap, I reckon.
Yeah, but he'd be like one of them bummy dads that's doing all the shit he's not supposed to do.
Yeah, but that's what we want, remember? That was like one of the niches in the market.
Yes.
You know, we want somebody who's like completely neglecting their role as a father, and we want somebody somebody who is like fully on point on role of their father.
I actually do want that.
And then you want them to beef. You know, you want good dad versus bad dad. That's what you want. But like, don't beat your kids. Give them more knowledge. Like, and then like, you know, the gangster version of the bad dad would be like, I ain't paying my kids shit. Let them eat porridge. Like, clash. Good. Straight to bed. Straight to bed. You go straight to bed. You know, something like that. You know, like, yeah, man, it'd be cool. Yeah. As the podcast is coming on, I'm getting more and more sort of ideas for dad rap.
See?
But I'm not a dad. I mean, I suppose it'll be a great sort of like opportunity for me to get into the market because I can see other people fucking up as dads or being great as dads and shit. So, I suppose I could probably do a theme track. I suppose. Yeah. So, what's the next line of dumb shit?
Yeah, so oh yeah, this was a bit weird, but I'm kind of on board.
Yeah.
So apparently Ryan Reynolds' production company want to make a how do I say
Woody Woodpecker film.
No.
Okay, it's not that bad then. Have you seen that?
What?
Woody Woodpecker.
The movie?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Was it live action?
Oh. The worst kind of live action.
What, live action with animation?
Oh, yes.
The other day you were saying that was good. I was saying
no. In some films, it's good.
Yeah, some. Very few. Like, probably like 2 or 3 instances it's been good. Every other instance it's been garbage.
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker is...
No one wants to see a Sonic movie where it's half animated, half... No, fuck off.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. It's a bit weird. But yeah, I do want to see Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik.
I don't. Maybe if it was all animated, but like not no fucking half real bullshit.
Yeah. Or it could be CGI, but realistic.
What,
could do the
voice. Whole thing?
Yeah, and he could do like the voice.
Only if it's the whole thing. Like I don't want.
Or having children.
I don't want it mixing with. I'm thinking more like not Jungle Book.
What's that?
Maybe Jungle Book. No, not Jungle Book. Yeah, having children. Yeah, but I don't want to see like humans, like real humans, running around and like Sonic's all running around them and like trying to catch rings and whatever, and Robotnik's jumping around.
He doesn't jump, bro.
Whatever.
Remember, the only time, the worst thing about Robotnik,
I don't give a shit.
like the only time you ever saw his legs, right, in the whole thing, like whole game, was when you're fighting him on Death Egg.
Like literally jumping.
When you're fighting him on Death Egg,
legs, I just like in his little robot flying thing or whatever the fuck he's got.
Death Egg Zone, bro.
Whatever.
Terrible stuff. You see him fleeing, and the worst thing about it is that I used to like do the level select and the level creation like cheat and the supersonic cheat, and that motherfucker could still outrun me.
Yeah,
it's lies, bruv.
I didn't understand anything you just said. I just said cheat.
No, but anyone that has a Sega knows about the level select, the supersonic cheat, and then the freaking level design cheat, which basically allows you to
Design the level.
No, to change into a coin, lay off bare coins, bare rings, shall I say, and then turn into supersonic after you jump up, after you get 50 rings, and then you turn into supersonic, and then you beat the shit out of Death Egg. No, you beat the shit out of Metal Sonic, and you beat the shit out of Death Egg. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Good to know. Yeah, talking about eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds' production company. I don't think he's going to be in this film. Well, he might be in it, but he's not going to be. He wouldn't be the main character.
Okay.
Stoned Alone.
Stoned Alone.
Yeah, it's basically a stoner version of Home Alone.
Ooh.
So like this dude, I think he grows weed in the basement or some shit like that. But anyway, like his family end up going on holiday without him. He ends up being stuck at home alone. So he just gets stoned, and then like he has like a weird like trip or something, and then he thinks that burglars are trying to break into his house.
That's a skip.
I think they are actually breaking into his house.
Yeah.
And so he lays traps and shit like that, and he has to try and not get burgled. But he's stoned the whole time.
That's terrible, bro. It's gonna be great. I'm on board.
I'm on board. I want to see it.
Definitely. Stoned Alone. I mean, if they get Macaulay Culkin to do it, that would be amazing.
Maybe, but like they were saying, they wanted the main character to be in his early 20s. I think Macaulay Culkin is a bit old for that.
Nah, he looks friggin' pubescent, bruv. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe.
It's just...
Yeah, but then people will just think it's a continuation of the Home Alone series.
Okay. Make money. Make money. Make money.
Yeah,
make
but
money.
His
Money.
family's
Make
still
money.
forgetting him in his 20s. That's deep.
Yeah, of course.
That's deep.
It's pain. It's true though. If he turned into a stone, but then to be fair, Kevin, it would make sense if he became like a recluse stoner. The amount of traumatic events that he had, like the same burglars trying to rob his house.
Yeah.
And then it's long.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But Stoned Alone sounds amazing.
Yes, I'm on board. Something else I may be on board for. Not 100% sold. RZA is taking up directing duties again. You weren't a fan of The Man with the Iron Fist?
No!
I don't even think I saw the whole thing.
Bruv.
I don't think I watched the
Trash! Man with the Iron Fist 2 I've watched, bruv. I watched both of them. I thought, you know what?
Did he direct that as well?
Yes.
Was it good?
Trash! Double trash, bruv. Doubled up on trash. It's the only film I've actually doubled up on and it just became trash. Terrible stuff. But yeah, what's he directing? Enter the Dragon.
This time, no, it's not a kung fu movie. Enter the Dragon. Didn't I say? I did say who was the director. That it was the
the guy that done Deadpool 2.
David Leitch, the Deadpool 2 guy,
Yeah.
and John Wick guy, or one of the John Wick guys. But yeah, no, this is Cutthroat City. It's gonna have T.I., Wesley Snipes, and a couple of other people. And it is about some dudes. I think they're trying to put their life back together after Hurricane Katrina or whatever.
Okay.
And then they decide to do like a casino heist. They get hooked up with a gangster, and they go to do a casino heist.
Yeah.
You don't see. You don't like heist movies.
I like a decent heist movie. I don't think that's it.
It's
RZA, bruv.
I forgot.
It's gonna be
that.
trash.
I forgot about that bit.
It's gonna be trash.
Nah, but maybe he just can't direct kung fu movies. Maybe he's just too close. Like, he loves kung fu movies so much that he just can't direct them.
Maybe. Or maybe you should just stick to fucking music, bruv. Stop wasting our Ross Clark time. 2 movies, bruv. 2 movies. And we don't have to watch him act. They don't have to watch him act, bruv. You're saying that 50 Cent can't act. RZA can't act for shit, bruv. Then he tries to drop some philosophical bullshit on top of it, like he's deep. He ain't deep, bruv.
He's deep.
He's not.
He's deep.
Jizza's deep. RZA's shit, bruv.
So
Piece of
harsh.
shit, bruv.
He's deep.
Liquid swords, bruv.
You made me forget what I was going to say.
Sorry, man, I'm angry.
Why?
Because you told me that RZA's gonna, I mean, like, the worst thing about it is that the concept sounds okay.
Yeah.
Heist movie, Katrina victims, trying to get back on their feet.
Like, I think it's like right after. I think I watched the trailer, and one of the lines was something like FEMA's here, but there's no cops. Like, it's like right after Katrina.
So it's one of those ones where you see it on paper, it looks amazing. Then you realise the people that are involved, and you realising actors are good as well. That's what it's like. It's like authentic. You've got Southern grammar from T.I. You've got the whole. I mean, Nelly's in it, is he?
No, I didn't say Nelly.
Okay, cool.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley could be a bit sometime-ish.
Terrence Howard.
It just sounds, at the moment, it just sounds like fucking Hustle and Flow 2, bro.
Nah.
No, because you've got Terrence Howard and you've got T.I. and you've got a really bad rapper.
He's not a rapper in this one.
It's gonna be trash.
I think he's a gangster.
Trash. You hear me? Trash bag.
Maybe.
Trash bag, bro.
Maybe. Also, probably. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. One last thing.
Huh? Just one last thing?
Yeah, I think it's the last thing. Yeah. One last thing. So, Alexandra Daddario is going to star and direct. No, start, not direct. My bad.
Star and direct. That's ambitious. Action! Action! Go ahead.
Affleck can do it. I mean, other people can do it too.
You can't do it well. Anyway, carry on.
People love Argo.
Yeah, I suppose
People love The Town.
Oh yeah, they did those two.
Yeah. And they were great.
Yeah, they were. You're right. And then Batman
Actually,
vs Superman.
To be fair,
Batman vs Superman.
He
just
didn't direct
added,
it.
Which one?
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, he didn't direct it. It's fine. But I'm just saying, like, that in regards to association and premise and just being associated within that space of Zack Snyder, it's now giving him like minus like 400. So he has to like gain it all back.
Yeah, that's
he's gonna have to do a lot to like. The worst thing about it is that he recovered from Jiggly or that shit with freaking Jennifer Lopez, right? He done Argo and he done freaking The Town and they were good.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah.
And then he done Batman vs Superman and then I just gotta swipe that freaking what do they call it? Abacus. The abacus of
That's super harsh.
The abacus of worth. The abacus of worth, bruv. I just had to swipe it all back down, bruv.
I'm not going to go that far. Like,
bruv. Those chasing Amy as well. It's like, there's so many minuses, and then it's just back, just on the up, bruv. Like the Argo and the freaking, The Town, and it's like, it's good, it's momentum. What's the other one? The one where he plays the guy with special needs.
Oh, The Accountant.
The Accountant. It's getting notches up.
Gone Baby Gone.
Gone.
He directed it, wasn't in it.
Was it Girl Gone?
No, he was in Gone Girl, but he directed Gone Baby Gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is also great.
Abacus of like worth. Batman vs Superman, Justice League, Suicide Squad. That's what you're hearing, bruv. It's like
He's barely in Suicide Squad.
everything, bruv.
That's harsh.
And his scene in Suicide Squad just made Batman look like a dick. That's the reason why.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault.
Yes, it is, bruv.
No, it isn't.
He said yes. He should have said no. He knows Batman.
He wanted to be Batman so much.
He wanted to be somebody that was in a Batman suit. That's all he wanted to. He didn't want to be Batman. If he wanted to be Batman, he would have discussed that point in fucking that character reference. But he's only gonna move to friggin' Deadshot when he's got his baby there, so he doesn't get killed. You fuck off, bruv. It's Batman. We know this. We know who Batman is. We know who Batman is. No, he's a bad man. He'll roll up on Deadshot while he's like cocking back with the thing, hit him with a batarang, tie him up with the friggin' bat rope, send him on a friggin' spy plane, and he'll be friggin' dropped off at Commissioner Gordon's fucking desk. Like, just in traction, you know, after he got dropped through the building.
Yes.
And he ain't gonna, you know, do a bitch move by, you know, trying to say, yo, bruv, you don't want to kill me in front of your kid, do you? Nah. So I got you right now, bruv. Because I'm a pussy and I know for a fact I'll get shot in the head, bruv. I'll get shot in the head, yeah? Like, if it was any other day, bruv, you'll murk me, yeah? Because you're Will Smith.
Look, I agree with like half of what you're saying.
No, you should
The
agree with
abacus
everything.
thing is a bit harsh.
Abacus of Worth, bruv.
No, the
Abacus of Worth.
The abacus thing is a bit harsh.
Abacus of
Anyway,
Worth.
Ben Affleck's not even in this story.
Fine.
Alexandra Daddario is starring and executive producing a New York Times bestseller called "Can You Keep a Secret?" So basically, she thinks her plane is going to crash, and she tells some stranger on the plane like all her secrets, and then the plane doesn't crash, but then she finds out that the person that she told is like her boss or her boss's boss or something like that at work. And I'm not really interested in the film, but
You want to see how fucked up it is?
No. What I want to ask is, if you thought you was gonna die, are you just gonna tell everyone all the horrible things you just done? Someone you don't know, you're gonna tell them all your secrets for no reason, just because you think you're gonna die.
Depends. If I know for a fact I'm gonna die,
If that
and that
person,
does sound horrible,
what if that person was a priest?
yeah, then they have to keep it a secret.
I suppose, but would you tell them?
I'll look for a priest before I look for a random bod.
I mean, fuck that shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I mean, it depends if it's weighing heavily on me. Like, if there was one time when I was peckish and I ate a baby, I might keep that to myself.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, because I probably haven't done anything so horrible that if I thought I was minutes from death, that's the only thing I can think of. Because if I was minutes from death, I feel like the only thing I can think of is
Parachute.
that I'm minutes from death. And,
Parachute, bro.
And maybe a parachute, but there's not going to be a parachute on a plane.
Bro, if I'm opening up that door and finding a parachute, trust me, I'm gonna be. I mean, like, it depends. If you're crashing into a mountain and it's like ice, then you're fucked, right? So you can jump out of a parachute, whatever. It depends on the circumstances on the plane. Like, we've seen Alive, what I'll do is I'll sit next to the fattest person on the plane, just in case.
How's that going to help?
Well, basically, they're going to take most of the blow when I jump on them. And then when we land on the mountains or on the float, whatever, they'll provide me with meat. So it's a win-win. So if you are going to be crashing into some form of
Why
bullshit,
would you get the meat?
because it's my kill, bruv. I jumped on the guy. I probably injured him beyond repair.
Oh, so the guy is dead in this scenario. I thought
No, he could be alive, but he's my bitch after that. I don't know. It's probably a bit too dark, but yeah.
a little bit, and it went way, way, way away from what I actually asked.
No. Okay. Let's go.
I asked you who you're gonna jump on if the plane crashes. I'm saying, would you tell someone your secrets?
I'll tell him because he'll be dead. You know what I'm saying? It depends. I'll tell him whilst he's dead. Like, that's how crazy I'll be, bro. That man can't tell you secrets, bro. Be horrible. But it depends. I mean, like, I don't know the context on the whole thing. So
context is your plane's about to crash and you got secrets.
No. If your plane's about to explode, or if
if it's gonna explode, like,
if you survive the crash, then you have to grab that person that you told your secrets to and make sure they're dead. Especially if it's something really like, if it's like, I fucked my sister, or I fucked my cat, or I put 4 fingers into a charity box and I broke the hatch open and took all the money. Something that's morally questionable.
Yeah.
Murdered your secretary, maybe, something along them lines. But it depends what the secret is. It depends on the context. Am I on board? Maybe. It's only just so I know what the secret is and I can justify whether or not I fucking hate it or not.
Okay. I don't know what the secret is.
Is it? Well, apparently it's the law of attraction. And on that bombshell, it's just another episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. Alright, cool. So, more dumb shit next week. Just to let you guys know, we're only going to be running for another 10 shows. I think. Whatever this one is, I think 10 after that. We're going to run 10 shows and then we're going to do best ofs, I guess. And then, if there's like anything else, we'll do specials, I guess. Okay. I've read the note. Can I actually say goodbye now? Okay, cool. So guys, take it easy. Be good to each other.
So we're getting fired.
Yeah.
You said we couldn't get fired.
You can't get fired, but they can let you go, I guess.
I said that.
Yeah. That's
so weird.
It's not bad. Dark times. Anyway, peace out. Or as the Canadians say, peace out. And we out.